And I don't just mean on a grand scale. I'm talking about every day, every hour, asking yourself, am I really staying true to what's important to me? I was reminded of that a couple springs ago in North Carolina. I was busy that day, like many of you, and trying to get several things done, moving back and forth between different acts in my lineup, professional and personal. And my wife and older daughter had left to go somewhere, so Sydney was staying with me. And I was trying to work some and then let her spend a little time at Grandma's and then get her off to church that night. And so we'd gotten home that evening, and we had just a small window of opportunity. Just a small window of opportunity to get ready to get to church that night. And my daughter Sydney, she's a wonderful child. She's 6 years old. My daughter Alex is wonderful too. She's 14. She was born 40, okay? Most mature young lady I've ever met. You know, I heard Dr. Huebner's presentation yesterday about how the frontal lobe is not fully developed to like 25 years old. I'm thinking if my daughter gets any more grounded, I'm afraid. She'll be more mature than I am. But Sydney's a different story. Sydney is the reason they put warning labels on things, okay? Whereas Alex, you could tell Alex to sit in that chair until I come back. 3 days later, Alex will be sitting there, dehydrated and passed out, but she'd still be there. You tell Sydney to sit there, turn around, and she's gone, okay? But anyway, we were getting out of the car at my home, and as I opened the door, I'm like, Sydney, we need to get upstairs, change your clothes, and get ready for church. Well, as I went into the house, she went the opposite direction. Now, I believe in being a good parent and being supportive and encouraging. I mean, that's part of one of my governing values. But Sydney was making me mad as she was heading out across the yard. And so I took off after her. And so as I was running after Sydney, I'm beginning to think about what's going to happen whenever I get to where she is. And yes, in my home, when it's necessary with young children, we still spank, okay? And so as I'm running toward her, I'm getting my hand back ready to let it fly because she has now bent over and I'm thinking, oh, this is too easy. And just about the time I got my hand about right by my side, she turns around and says, I picked a flower for you, Daddy. Oh, good. Thank you, Sydney. Every act must serve a purpose. And it's so easy to get so busy with the mundane. And I know you folks have a lot of reports and inspections and other things that you do. It's so easy to get busy with those things that you lose sight of your purpose.